Hey guys, thank you for checking out our YouTube channel. My name's Sean Elders and this is Pinnacle Combat Arts. Like, subscribe, comment down below, hit the bell so you can be notified every time we get a new video. Today we're going to be working on targeting in Panantukan. Let's get started. I would say probably one of the most important things that we can do is focus on getting our targeting system correct. I would say the biggest issue that I see out there is you see a lot of people doing a lot of cool stuff, but when it comes to developing your targeting system inside, for instance, Panantukan, which is what we're going to be focusing in on today, Filipino boxing, okay? So the first aspect of what I would say you need to be doing is you need to be practicing in front of a mirror. You start off practicing, I would say take a piece of tape, put it on the chin of your where you are in the mirror. Put one there, you put one to the stomach, one to the groin, and one to the kneecaps. This is a basic concept. You can also do one for each eye, practicing your Simgob or Dolly S to the eyes. But the idea is to be able to get the structure down on how to do the Panantukan properly, getting the targeting system down correctly. It all starts with slow motions, going forward and back, developing and building from there. Then once you have that done, then you can go to the bag. The bag is your object training. You put a piece of tape right on chin level, same spots as you would be on the body, or if you have a bob, that'd be great too. A bob punching dummy. Whatever the case may be, the idea with the mirror is to get the body mechanics correct and the targeting correct through your eyes, using your eye perception to see if you're hitting correctly on the mirror. Then when you move to the bag, the idea is to get the structure and the distance done correctly, okay? Having an understanding of actually making contact with an object and hitting the target the same way consistently with the proper body mechanics. All those things make a very important aspect to all of this. Then finally, the third part would be to work out with the partner. Now, some of the specifics, I want to get into the detail of your targeting system. When I look at Lennon here, I'm looking at specifically my first target. Your target can be to the eyes, okay? To the chin. The chin and the jawline are your knockouts. Hit and retract to the chin will cause a knockout. But when we get to the body, depending on what type of weapon we're using, what I mean by weapon is what hand position, how is my hand shaped, okay? For instance, when we go back down, if I go to the neck, I want to use a chopping motion and chop and press, okay? That would be just like when we do in our Panantukan, we have different series. We have series where we will cut the line, okay? So for instance, if we're in our fighting stance and he gives me, for instance, a jab cross and I catch the first one, I parry the second one, or let's say I'll catch the first one and I'll inside guillotine the second one, what I can do is I can place my hand and press and then trap the foot, taking his balance off of position. We'll do it on this side. So if he goes jab cross and I go and I inside guillotine here, I can even Simgob to the eyes. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in what we call false lead, or I'm going to cut the line and go right into this position, and my foot goes into a foot trap here. But as I press, I'm going to chop real hard and I press against the neck, which will take blood supply from his brain, which could either knock him out or just make him dizzy and phase out. And then that next shot is this power shot. Boom, I knock him out. So this is the kind of thing. So I'll give you this as an exercise since we're already doing it. You could do a catch and a guillotine like this. I shoot the eyes and I go to this position here and I can hit. I can also foot sweep right here. Okay, move up towards me a little bit more. Yep, so when I'm in my position, I go one, and then I go to the eyes and I press and see how my foot is. Now notice how my foot is. My foot is kind of hooking right here. See that? And I'm chopping right into the neck. If I do that hard enough and I press hard enough, that will knock him out by himself. But I'm going to foot sweep him as I come in with this overhand or straight punch. okay? And then what can happen is you can also do focus mitts with that as well, okay? And the focus mitts would be, I'm just gonna have him put his hands up, but when he feeds me first, he'll go jab, I'll go this position, I come here, I press that, see that, and then your partner, what they'll do is they'll put this hand up and I'll go cross, and you can do hook and then cross again, okay? And then maybe end with some type of Panantukan movement, a kick, okay? But that's the idea of this, is to be able to understand each tool and what it belongs. So the next one is actually, so we have the neck. We have a chop on the right, the left, whichever side is open, okay? Then we have hammer fist. We have hammer fist. The hammer fist goes down on the collarbone. If you break one of these collarbones, that side of the arm is they're gonna have so much trouble being able to use that arm, okay? You break that, it hurts like hell. I've had mine broken before. It hurts like hell. You hit there, and then that side paralyzes that side or makes it where you're not able to use it very good. And then you could follow up to no longer a threat. Now, the next one is you could just literally punch the solar plexus, which really, really sucks. When you get hit here, you're gonna go down pretty quick, okay? The solar plexus is, it knocks out the air, you not only does it knock the air out of you, but you're triggering and it creates a stagger in your breathing, okay? Sometimes one of the lungs may collapse, okay? But the idea is the sternum is a really powerful spot where you can hit. You could even punch it if you wanted to really make them fall to the ground. You could punch them in the chest. But the ribs, when we talk about the ribs, when you think of uppercut or hook to the body, you want to punch. So we'll say that there's the rib right here. I want to hit right inside there, and I don't want to just hit and push. I want to hit and retract. The more we can make the internal organs go back and forth and go back and forth very quickly, which means the quicker you can do that in and out will affect the way that the body responds to it. And boy, it hurts, and that's how lungs get collapsed. Okay, that can happen. So then we have the liver shot. The liver shot, so you have both rib shots, or they call it the floating rib, and then you also have the liver shot. If you're looking at the person, it's on their left. If you're looking at yourself, it's on your right, but it's right in this area right here. This is where their liver is, right there. And if you hit there, we've seen that on fights all the time in boxing matches. Those are good spots, okay? Obviously, you can hit to the bladder or to the groin, okay? We go out to the limbs. We have the ulnar nerve and the brachial nerve, okay? The ulnar nerve's right here, okay? The brachial nerve runs up inside and between the bicep and tricep. So hitting a muscle can also cause major pain. I would say it's important for you to learn nerve systems, okay? It's important for you to get the Gray's Anatomy book and take a look, or look online and Google and take a look at where the nerve is. But there's two major nerves you can think about, but as you have the brachial nerve and the ulnar nerve here, but the ulnar nerve runs up and then up through here and then on the top. So you have this nerve that runs here, and so this is another point right here you can strike. You could strike right in here and onto the thumb, okay, and then onto here, okay. So from the front of it, like I was talking about before, you can hit major muscles and it can cause pain, okay, and you can hit joints and it can cause pain. Where there are joints, there are nerves, okay. So we have different types of destructions and different things that can take place. For instance, we have the inside guillotine, the vertical guillotine, the outside guillotine. You have the dropping type of strike down on here, and then we have the sandwich here, and then you have your elbows. Okay, so I'm just kind of giving you an overall look at the type of nerve systems. Go to our website, pinnaclecombatarts.com. There you can find out more about what I do and the classes that I provide. Thank you guys so much for your support, and have a great day.